Title, finish, 0, 0. Finish record, 0, 1. Finish recording. Speed.
Okay, guys. I just found on YouTube, when I checked my videos from the past few weeks, that one of them from a couple of weeks ago had rejected. So when I kept trying to upload, it kept saying, your video has been rejected. I'm like, oh, shit. Damn it. So I'm doing a new update tonight because it was a big update that I did, and I was dumb enough to delete it off Boss Jock Jr. because I could have just re-uploaded that one, and I bloody deleted it. So, and I also remember I did a part 1 of new games. I'm going to do a part 1 of new games recording soon, probably tomorrow at some point. So my big update that I was meant to do a few weeks ago, I did, but, that's just bloody, excuse me, I'm eating some chocolates while I talk tonight. I have to start it again as a new upload, and, I won't delete it until I'm off my camera in my iPhone until I'm bloody sure that it's been uploaded properly. Okay, so my health has been up and down, but it's on the uphill at the moment, so I'm hoping it stays that way. I'm getting settled in with my new care company, which is good. Trying to find support workers who can help me instead of bloody people doing the wrong thing, and then discovering that one of the support workers didn't mean to do anything wrong. He happened to have a major emergency issue that he had to deal with, and I thought, oh no, oh that's sad, so yeah, I have to rectify that situation on Monday, which I'm sure it'll be okay. Otherwise I'm doing alright. I have to keep going back to the doctors every couple of weeks or so, but I'm okay. I have to get a blood test done in February, but that's neither here nor there, and all the doctor's going to do with that is get me some new pills if it's not a good test result, and then I'll be right to just live as I do, live normally. Just live normally, he reckons, and I'm like, oh, okay. If I'm tired, I'm tired. If I'm awake, I'm awake. Just enjoy living and reading and going out normally. And I'm like, okay. And have a sleep when I need one. Okay. So, yeah. I'm going to be playing some laptop games. I'm going to do that tomorrow, actually, in the morning, actually, when I wake up. I'll have breakfast, and then I'll set up my laptop, because I eat at my dining table, and then I clean it up and, set up my laptop. I clean and I wipe my table and make sure there's no dampness on there so that I don't get electrocuted when I put my laptop down and plug it in, because the battery's pretty poxy in it now, so excuse me, I have to keep on plugging it in. So yeah. I just do that, and I'll be playing. Some of my games are hard to play without headphones, but I'm going to try it because one of my people I'm subscribed to, they have got a setup where they can use their headphones and mic and do recordings and live streams. And I'm like, oh, how do they do that? Just how? But anyway, I don't know. I haven't rectified that issue myself. Apparently you need cited, from what I hear and read in the comments sections of some of these videos that this guy makes, which are actually really good. I highly recommend the videos. There might be some games that you don't like, but that's just games, we can't like all of them, but the recordings are really good. And if there's some problems with the game, the guy makes new recordings to rectify the issues, to explain what to do to fix issues in games. So, very good. Please keep up the video work, mate. It's excellent. I'm sure that this YouTube guy is doing everybody a favour and helping people play their games better, which I like. Anyway, my point being that... Okay, why did I lose my train of thought just then? Oh, I hate doing that. There's a massive storm going on outside too. It's distracting me. My point being that I'm going to be playing some games without, that's what I'm trying to say, without headphones, and I didn't rectify the issue with setting up this live streaming service. So I mean, it's easy, you set it up in YouTube, but I don't know how to record stuff like I don't have the recording software to do all of this stuff using a laptop and headphones and microphone. So I just have to use, say, my iPad and do recordings using my laptop without the headphones, because that's the only way I can do it at the moment. Otherwise, yeah, I will be up doing that sort of thing in the morning, and then for lunch I'm going to have what will I have for lunch? I know I want mac and cheese for dinner, so I'll have mac and cheese for dinner. And for lunch I'll have I've got rice. I can have a pack of you put it in the microwave and you mix, I think you mix 1.5 cups of water, and then you microwave it, for like 10 minutes, I think. I have to figure it out tomorrow, but I was going to have a rice dish for lunch. But you never know, I might change my mind and just have toast. Oh God, you never know. You never really know, do you? But I'm hoping to have some rice for lunch tomorrow. For breakfast I'll just have... Oh, damn it, I've got... oh crap, I have to eat those baked beans. So like when you open a tin of baked beans, they have to be eaten within 2 days? Oh shit, okay. Alright, I know what I'm having for breakfast. I'm having baked beans on toast for brekkie, so I've got to eat the toast. Oh, I don't even have any cheese left. Oh no. Oh, I used up all the cheese, didn't I? Oh crap, I used all the cheese. And I think that's the other thing that's happening with my blood test results too, is that the way I eat my food can affect blood test results too, because sometimes if I leave food in the fridge for too long, well, most of the time I know when something stinks or tastes yuck, it's rotten. But some foods don't. They probably look bad, but I can't see the colour. And if it doesn't produce a yucky taste immediately, I'm eating mouldy or rotten food just before it tastes bad. So it goes rotten, but takes 2 or 3 days for the taste to go bad. So then I think I'm eating food that might be a little stale. It's okay, but it's a bit stale. Oh, I'll get away with eating it. It's probably a bit dry, but I'll eat it. But then I don't realise that that is also contributing to me getting sick. So now I'm just careful and eat all my food that I make within 2 days, and any leftover food there goes in the freezer. If I realise I'm not going to eat it all in 2 days, I quickly put food away in the freezer straight away. So tonight I'll decide if some of my macaroni cheese has to be frozen. I don't think it needs to be, because I'm going to eat a crap load of it for tomorrow night's dinner. I'm going to eat heaps of it and then I'm going to have the rest for the next day's lunch. Like, I love mac and cheese, so I'm not going to need to freeze it. But if I were to cook a whole dish of it, then yeah, I would have to freeze some of it, which I probably will use a whole packet of macaroni pasta next time. I'll probably just do that, and just cook up a massive thing of it. Go away, thunderstorm, I didn't want you tonight. Anyway, I'm going to play with Duolingo and my Braille display soon. Oh, I have to do a recording of that. That's going to be part of my gaming thing tomorrow. Oh, I'm definitely going to put that on recording. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to play my Duolingo language lessons tomorrow, and I'll talk about it while I do it, so you know what I'm doing. I have the paid version of the app because it's fully featured. If you use the laptop, you pretty much don't pay for it, but then you don't get hearts. Oh, do you get? No, you get unlimited hearts, and you don't get as many choices with how you set your game up, how you want it. Anyway, I've got the paid version of the app. I know it's probably a bit of a rip-off, but I am okay to pay for it every year. I'm going to keep money to pay for it in May. In a few months, I'm quite happy to pay for it. Anyway, I'm going to play it tomorrow. But anyway, I will probably make a huge stack of homemade mac and cheese on the stove one day because it's so delicious. I love mac and cheese. And then I can freeze some of it, and then for dinner, when I'm having mac and cheese for tea, I can also use hot barbecue chicken that I buy, or I can make chicken schnitzel, or I can do like a fresh piece of fried steak to go with it, and then microwave my dinner. Oh God, that'll be so nice. Oh, that'll be so yum. That will be so, yum. Yeah. I still really like those convenient cook pasta packets where it's the continental ones. You can get the San Remo brand as well, but I get continental pasta and sauce. You tip it into a microwave dish and you can microwave it for 15 to 18 minutes, or you can put it into a stove, like onto the stove, and boil it on there with water, milk and margarine, and you cook it until it's to your desired consistency pretty much. You cook it the way the instruction says, and if you like it differently, you just cook it how you do it, I like those quick mac and cheese as well. So as much as I'm not going to stop buying those, I'm also going to cook from scratch too, because I like cooking from scratch as well. One day when I make mac and cheese, I'm going to cook as a separate dish. I'm going to do some fried chicken in flour, and I'm going to add that Dolmio 4 cheeses pasta mix to it, right? And then I'm just going to tip that in and mix it in. Oh, hang on. Oh, crap. I just forgot. That means I wouldn't even have to make mac and cheese from scratch. All I'd have to do then is make my fried chicken with flour and add the Dolmio 4 cheeses pasta mix. That's when I would have to make my macaroni in boiled water and then strain it into the colander and then tip that back into the saucepan with my fried chicken. No, sorry, you mix the Dolmio sauce into the fried chicken and then add that, say it again. Instead of making mac and cheese, you make the pasta, so macaroni if you will. You strain it into the colander. You fry the chicken with flour in the saucepan, okay? And then you add your Dolmio 4 cheeses pasta mix or 3 cheese. I like the 4 cheeses sauce, right? You add that into your fried chicken. You add a bit of onion. You saute the onion with the chicken, right? Bit of garlic. You can add, I would just add a bit of diced carrot and celery to it too. I mean, you don't have to, but you know, whatever works for your taste. And then you add, oh, listen to that. Holy shit. Fuck. Then you add your, so you add you fry the chicken, you add the veggies, and you don't have to, but you can. Then you add the 4 cheeses mixed sauce, okay, 4 cheeses Dolmio sauce, right? Heat that through, add your macaroni pasta, and then you mix it together, and you're done, right? Because I was thinking if I made homemade mac and cheese and then did all the rest of it, like I said, that would have been like too much, way too much cheese, like just too much, too overpowering. Whereas if you add, say, like half a cup of cheese to your Dolmio 4 cheese mix to make it thicker, then yeah, that's okay. But if you make a full mac and cheese from scratch, then you add other cheese sauce to it, you think, oh my god, you know, ooh, too much. So yeah, I think I might do that too next time, where you add 3 tablespoons of flour to your saucepan. You quickly do your pasta. Actually, that's when I would do pasta in a separate saucepan, because if you set it aside for too long, it gets sticky and it doesn't separate. Anyway, you've got to do your pasta and set it aside and strain it, and fry your chicken with 3 tablespoons of flour, so about, just say 700 grams of chicken breast cut up, right? I'll go to the butcher and get 700 grams of diced chicken breast, and I'll just do that. I'll fry it and make a really nice chicken and pasta. Oh, yum, yum. And then another time I can make sweet and sour chicken stir fry. You add flour, you add your sweet and sour chicken stir fry sauce, and then you can add a couple of vegetables of your choice. You can add what you want to it. There's no limit really. Some people like mushrooms. If they want mushrooms, I'm happy to make stuff with mushrooms in it, but just be mindful that I will not eat it. I will add the mushrooms. I will cook something with mushrooms in it because they like mushrooms, so I'll make sure they're cooked. But I will not eat it. I will wash out my pan really well in hot water and soap and make sure that that person gets mushrooms, but I am not eating mushrooms. In fact, I always ask could they please provide their own mushrooms and cook their own mushrooms, because I don't. If they request that I cook them, I will, but I'm just not going to eat it until I've cleaned out the frying pan, the saucepan, given a serving of food with cooked mushroom in it to that person, set up their particular boxes, 2 or 3 boxes for them, it will have mushrooms. Then in my sink I will soak the pan, clean it out, and then I'll cook my own food without mushrooms in it. So if I get requests to cook mushrooms, I'll do it, but I'm not going to eat until the mushrooms are not in my food. I don't want mushrooms in my food, thanks. So, I'm not offended if I have to cook them. I prefer not to cook them. I would like if people would cook their own mushrooms, but if I'm requested to cook them, I will. But just remember that I'll be cooking my own food separately, and then I'll make another batch of food with mushrooms and eggplant and olives and all that stuff. And I'll make my own batch of food with a bit of olive and a bit of, broccoli and cabbage and stuff, but maybe not eggplant, just other stuff like silver beet and parsley and what's the other stuff? Oh God, like parsnip or something, but no mushrooms, thanks. Ugh, no, no thanks. But yeah, if I'm requested specifically to cook them, I'll make my own batch of food and set it aside, and then I'll cook mushrooms in a different batch of food that I will set aside and won't eat it. That's just how it is. And otherwise, I have some crappy days and some good days, but I'm still living as normally as I can. I need to stop eating these chocolates, but I'm definitely going to play a bit of Duolingo tomorrow because I want to show people what I'm like with it. And then I will play some other laptop games and and then in another video recording I want to show you guys how I use Amazon shopping. I'm going to get a new stack of tea towels, by the way, because I can never have too many tea towels, and I can never have too many washcloths. Anyway.
Speech on. Mic lock. Finish recording. 23. Finish recording. Button.
I might stop here because I want this update to go through. I don't want it to be rejected. I'm doing okay, even though I had some health scares in the past few months. I've had some health scares which have gotten better. And my doctors are keeping me in line so that I'm not going to keep getting extremely sick. And I'm going to make an effort to do videos more often, because some people have been begging and nagging at me over and over and over, and then apologising for being annoying, and I'm like, what are you sorry for being annoying for? And the answer I get is because I keep nagging you to do videos, and I'm not only sick of nagging, I don't want you to get sick of being nagged at. And I'm like, but if you don't tell me, I just forget and I don't do videos. And the more I get nagged, the more I realise people like the videos. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I like doing videos, and then I forget about it because I'm like, oh, why do you want to hear my depressing life for? But Some people think it's nice to hear it. It's not as depressing as what I think, apparently. Apparently I do really well. Apparently I'm better than what I claim. Not as bad as I think, not as depressed as I think. Well, I feel that way. I don't feel very good. I do sometimes feel very good, and I say, how come I can't feel this great every day of the week? Why do I feel great today? Can you find out why I'm feeling actually very good today? Yeah. So yeah, I guess it's just one of those things that a doctor, tells me that everything's under control. We'll find out what it is that's keeping you under control and what's this? What's that? Oh, I thought it was an allergic reaction starting. It's something stuck to my skin. Oh my God. Sorry guys, I thought that something was starting up on my skin and I had a fright then, and I picked it off, and then I'm realising, wait, that's not a scab, that was like chocolate or something, because my skin feels healthy. So I picked it off and my skin feels healthy and it doesn't feel like a hive anymore. I hate it when I do that, when I think there's a scab and then I realise it's a bit of chocolate that fell on my leg and I thought it was a scab, and I thought, oh crap. And I thought, I hope I don't have to take allergy medication. Oh no, because it's a 24-hour relief medication. So you take it once a day. And if you're really sick, you can take it twice a day, like every 12 hours. But you have to be careful doing that because it's an antihistamine and you're only meant to have it according to how bad your allergy is and how bad your body is being affected. So the baseline is once per day for Claritine. And if your allergic reaction is very severe, you got to have extra antihistamines to get rid of all the extra allergen stuff in your body to make it work. You make your body work properly, and then cut back down on the antihistamines, because if you keep taking more than one Claritine per day, and that goes with all the others like Telfast and Benadryl and stuff, you can go the other way where you don't have enough immune system to function, which means your antibodies bugger up and your white blood cells stuff up, and so you might not have allergic reactions anymore because of the antihistamine stopping them, but you'll have other side effects from too much antihistamine, which means you get less allergies but more health problems that you shouldn't be having. You should have less allergies, but you're not supposed to have so much antihistamine that you go from less allergies, which is great, to more infections, bad blood issues, which is really bad. So you got to sort of balance it a bit, back off the antihistamines when you don't need them so much, because otherwise you can cause problems the other way, where you have not enough immune system reaction, which means your body starts getting sick because your immune system is no longer functioning properly. So you want to shut it down a little bit to stop the reaction so your body works properly again, but then you want your immune system to also keep on fighting off germs and that as well. So it's like you can't get rid of an allergy to then create other problems deliberately, thinking, I just don't want my immune system to work anymore until my body gets better, because you kind of need your immune system to make your body heal up. So if you totally stop it, then instead of healing the allergic reaction, yes, it'll go away, but then you won't heal your body from the damage done by the allergy, so then you get infections in your damaged body. So like, you need to shut down the allergy and then let your body heal itself with the immune system that grows back properly, because your immune system has to grow back without causing the allergic response to come back. It's just how your body works, you know, and the doctors keep treating it till it gets back to normal. That's all it is, to be quite honest. And then my blood test results will get better and better and better and better until I have remission from this stupid illness that came at me this year, and then it shouldn't never come back, really. So yeah, I'm hoping that this update won't get rejected. I will submit this to YouTube, and I'm not going to delete the video off the recording off my camera or off Boss Jock Jr. until it's actually uploaded properly this time. So yeah. Okay.
31. 9. Finish recording. Button.
I better definitely get going, and I will do another recording in the morning. Bye for now.
Mic lock. Finish recording. But.